money, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting band, full of like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it call for the tab, extra with the band, young Chris a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to the great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to bars, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I had to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, that mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up.
Tonight, from Bank of the NFC Wild Card Round.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Winner go. Off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard. Back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford. Right to the air. Here's Stafford. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford.
Akers hit. He coughs it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well. and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not how they envisioned the start to this one. You give up the touchdown, and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Tommy Trimble.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for two here.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, you'll be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 two-point conversions. And now they're up 24-0. So essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play action. Garoppolo rolling to his left.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 40 yards.
And the Panthers continue. Show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for two here. They'll try and throw for it, and it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So we erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. He starts with a give to Akers, and he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. That's on the guard, David Edwards.
Let's go. 57. Mike, 57.
Stafford, and he loses the football a second time. And the Panthers have recovered. Boy, very surprising. 2 lost fumbles for him, and we're still in the first quarter of play.
And you want to make a quick trip to the doghouse, maybe to the bench? Fumble twice in the first quarter as he just did. Now you just wonder, is he going to be thinking about every time he touches the ball from here on out?
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They take over already inside the red zone thanks to a great return there after the fumble. 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They run again with Hunt. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, here we go. Mike 7. Mike 7.
Here's Stafford. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the Panthers have recovered. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And oh, it's wide right. No good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down. 4 down.
Now it's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here. Stafford
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30.
Oh, he doesn't quite make it down at the 1-yard line. As close as he could possibly get, but still, what a return.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford puts it on the carpet. It's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. There he goes right side. Past the 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
2nd down and goal. Garoppolo. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Here we go. Check 53.
They run for it with Hunt. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give up the middle. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Man, that's a 3rd fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like this, quarterbacks occasionally. But how rare is it for us to see a running back lose it 3 times trying to carry it?
Out to his left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5.